What's going on, guys? It's the Answer MMA here, and I'm back with another UFC Fight Night predictions. This week, we got Derrick Lewis versus Sergey Spivak. This card was originally supposed to be at Seoul, South Korea, which was supposed to be headlined by the Korean Zombie versus Giga Chikadze, I believe. But the Korean Zombie is injured, and there's not a good draw, or there's not any fighter that could draw people to watch a fight from South Korea other than the Korean Zombie. So they moved it back to the Apex, and the new main event is Derrick Lewis versus Sergey Spivak. This fight's gonna be at 1 a.m. and I'm figuring that I'm probably not gonna do anything at 1 a.m. so I probably am gonna watch the fight. Probably gonna miss the prelims a little bit, but this card does have the return of Doo-Ho Choi and a ranked heavyweight fight between Marcin Tybura and Blagoy Ivanov, which is a pretty decent fight. But you see a lot of Korean fighters, and I'll be honest, I never heard none of these people. I believe some of them are debuting, so we'll see how they perform, and here are my picks. We're gonna get straight to the point. There's not a lot of intriguing fights other than that Doo-Ho Choi one, but we're gonna get straight to the point. The main event, Derrick Lewis versus Sergey Spivak. Derrick Lewis is a very heavy brawler that likes to stand and bang with everyone, and Sergey Spivak, he's a pretty decent grappler and finishes most of his fights off ground and pound. And Derrick Lewis, he doesn't like being on the ground. He's not that good of a wrestler, but if you have seen him recently on social media, the man has been working on cardio. He's been looking a little bit more lean. And Sergey Spivak, I think he's gonna try to grapple a lot with Derrick Lewis. And Derrick Lewis, he's going to try to brawl. But I think the key to victory for Sergey Spivak is to keep his distance, not to stay close near Derrick Lewis. Couple feints, fake the takedown and, try to get Derrick Lewis to try to defend it and maybe, try to look for a trip. And when he gets him on the ground, I think he just ground and pound him. Derrick Lewis is going to get uncomfortable, and I think the ref's going to stop it right there. Derrick Lewis is on a 2-fight losing streak, 2 pretty bad losses, a knockout loss to Tai Tuivasa, and gained quickly by Sergey Pavlovich. He didn't take that much damage, to be honest. The fight was only like 45 seconds. Derrick Lewis fell on the ground, ref stepped in, and yeah, that was pretty much it. But either way, I think Derrick Lewis would have gotten knocked out, so the ref kind of saved his life. Sergey's coming off a win against Augusto Sakai and Greg Hardy. Not so good fighters, and I say there's a little bit of a step up for Sergey, but not a high-level grappler, and this is a much different opponent for Derrick Lewis compared to his last 2 fights. Tai Tuivasa and Sergey Pavlovich are very high-level brawlers who like to, just stand and bang there, and they're much quicker than Derrick Lewis. Sergey, you don't know how much quicker he's going to be than Derrick Lewis. But if he can maintain his distance and just watch out for that uppercut like Derrick Lewis threw against Curtis Blades, if you can watch out for that, I think this fight will be very easy for Sergey Spivak, and it'll be an easy victory for him. And with all that, my final prediction is Sergey Spivak by TKO in the first round. After all that, these are my final predictions. Like I said, I don't know much of these fighters. I believe a lot of them are debuting, so I'm just praying I get some of these right. And, the most confident one, I'm going to go with Sergey Spivak. And, Doo-Ho Choi, we'll see how he performs after, I believe, a 3-year layoff, probably even more. Kyle Nelson's last fight was against Jai Herbert, who got knocked out by Ilia Topuria in his last fight. We'll see how it performs. I'm very hesitant on that one. I was edging towards Kyle Nelson, but I'm going to pray for Doo-Ho Choi to get the victory. And my heart says Doo-Ho Choi, so I'm going to pick him. Marcin Tybura versus Blagoy Ivanov. Probably going to skip over that fight, but I'm going to pick Marcin Tybura, And, yeah, pretty much it for my predictions. Hopefully I get most of these right, Haven't been doing so bad on my picks, except literally I believe I got all the co-mains wrong, and I got last week's main event wrong. I picked Glover Teixeira, But at least I got that Sean Strickland one, on short notice. I picked him. But we'll see how we do it next week. We got a big pay-per-view. Not the most stacked up pay-per-view, but Islam versus Volk. And yeah, best believe I'll make a video on that. So drop a like and subscribe, and peace.